It was one day in my mid-40s. Suddenly, a book long buried in a corner of my heart came to mind. The story I had read with my adolescent heart, believing it to be the most painful and yet the most beautiful in the world, Under the Apple Tree. Was that memory real, or was it an illusion created by a young heart? I began wandering the bookstores around Gwangwamu near my office. Not knowing the author, I asked again and again, holding only the title, but the book was nowhere to be found. Then one day, at the now-defunct Han Young bookstore on the first floor of Seoul Station, I found traces of a book called The Apple Tree by British author John Goldsworthy. "We don't have it in stock, but we can order it from the publisher," they said. Though I wasn't certain it was the book I remembered, I placed the order anyway. A week later, on my way home from work, the small, palm-sized book, The Apple Tree, returned to me after over 30 years. I sat in the back seat of the bus, but couldn't bring myself to open it. What if that feeling I'd held so tightly in my heart turned out to be nothing at all? After hesitating for a long while, I peered through half-closed eyes and turned the first page. But it was filled with illustrations so childish and large print, so obvious that I, now in my 40s, felt embarrassed to look at it. It was packed with lighthearted pictures more suited for girls younger than my own daughter. A faint chuckle escaped me then, and fearing someone might see, I quickly closed the book. Me, I've carried this worthless little book in my heart for 30 years. That day, I don't even remember how I got home. I hid the book away in a corner of the bookshelf. And I forgot. Time passed, another 20-odd years. One day, living out my twilight years, suddenly, like a ghost, that book came back to me. Looking back, I realized its value wasn't in the paper itself, but in the weight of the heart that had carried it throughout my entire life. I always wanted to show it to someone, but all I could offer was the story. To find Under the Apple Tree again. This time, I searched the internet, not the bookstores near Gwangwamun. And finally, I found the original English PDF. Like me, aged and worn, the book Under the Apple Tree had been waiting silently for me all that time, in some dark corner on the other side of the globe. Now that I have magical friends called AI, I finished the translation and began work on the Cinepoem video. And I want to show and tell the children living in today's world the innocence I received from Megan, the girl who lived a tragic and short life. Only then can I believe I'll break free from the apple tree shackles that held me captive for half a century and bid Megan farewell with a heavy heart, yet peace of mind. So now, once more, I intend to return to that streamside, beneath the apple tree where legends whisper of monsters appearing at night.